I'm Dani Gasparini, and welcome to this segment of Penn Voice. I am joined today by Tara Fowler, who by day finds herself as a senior financial advisor with Merrill Lynch, but by volunteer night, she finds herself as this year's chair of the Sequoia Awards. Tara, welcome.
Thank you.
So although our stock market is going crazy right now, we're going to leave that behind, and we are going to talk about the Sequoia Awards because that stock is rising. So you're fortunate enough to be chair of the Sequoia Awards this year. So tell us a little bit about what it is first.
Okay. Sequoia, first of all, thank you for having us and letting us tell the community about the community, because it's really bragging about their community members. The Sequoia Awards, and I've been a volunteer with them for 9 years now, is an organization whose goal is to provide high school seniors with scholarships for college based solely on their volunteerism. So it's all about what they do in the community. We provide them annually. We also acknowledge every year a business in the community and an adult individual who make a difference through their volunteerism as well. So it shows the progression of the students, that they can carry volunteerism through life, that you can be a business and continue to do good. It's a really unique program, and it's amazing.
Well, I love the whole concept of pay it forward. So while businesses and even individuals, adult individuals in our community, may in fact know about volunteerism, what I'm so excited to learn is that we are instilling this in our young adult community, in primarily seniors, and then helping them to get to college.
True.
So that's an amazing point. But so how did this all get started?
Well, it started 25 years ago with a small group of business members who looked at kids in high school who were getting merit awards for academics, who were getting athletic awards, which are all terrific, worthy things to acknowledge.
Right.
But they also knew a group of great kids doing wonderful things for a long, extended period of time, and they didn't want them left out. So they pooled their resources. I think 5 of them kicked in $100 each. They added an extra $100 so they could give the student recipient that to give to their charity of choice. And they came up with one winner, one $500 scholarship. Fast forward to today, we are giving out over $200,000 this year. Our top recipient is going to receive $25,000, which will actually make a huge dent in the cost of college tuition today.
So, and as I understand, the student who receives the top scholarship, because as you said, you're going to give $200,000 away.
Correct.
So that's multiple scholarships for multiple
We're going to have
seniors.
26 students this year.
26 students, and the top scholar is going to will receive $25,000. But that just isn't limited to tuition. You allow that student to make an adult decision about what it is that they need in order to get to college.
Correct. So they will supply us with their entrance, their invoices, their proof of registration. We follow them all the way through anyway, but they can choose to spend that on a laptop if they need it for that year. They can room and board, tuition, etc. It's not limited to that.
I think that's such a great concept because it's rewarding the young adults in saying, we do believe you're an adult. You made decisions to volunteer in your community. We know you're going to college. Yeah. You're proving that you're in college, and this is your first big decision to make, and what it's going to take for you to stay and be successful.
Well, and each family has a unique need as this goes. These are already kids that are making great decisions. We trust their decision making. They're using their time wisely. They're doing amazing things. It's truly a feel-good event and a feel-good organization. You have faith in where the country and the community is going with these kids leading.
So this is a special year for Sequoia Awards.
Yep, it is our 25th anniversary. Which is, kind of a unique thing. So with this each year, in addition to the scholarship, our role on the board is threefold. We fortunately get to pick the recipients, so that's the best part in interviewing. We need to raise the money so that they have them, and then we throw an extraordinary event for them, their mentors, their family, their teachers, etc. So that event is coming up on March 10th, 2016, and we're going to pull out a few bells and whistles this year. So we're going to do a little bit of where are they now and track our alumni and what they're doing. We are very fortunate that we have a couple of them on our board right now. So it'll be unique. We'll have great stories. We always have about 300 to 400 people there. It's a neat night.
Well, and One, we should point out that the organization to be in existence for 25 years and being an all-volunteer organization, there is not a single paid staff member.
Not a one.
One, I think the longevity there is amazing.
One of our volunteers produces a fabulous program every year with these kids' bios and stories. And at the end of that book is a list that gets longer and longer of the organizations they serve within our community.
Right. And while academics is not part of your decision-making process, it's often mind-boggling to see how well they are doing in academics, and also in athletics, as well as finding this precious time to be volunteers in their community.
Truly. I mean, it's really unique. The only requirement that we have is they are a Redwood City resident. They can volunteer anywhere, and then the merit of the award is based on their volunteerism. But I will tell you that half of the kids are great students, half of the kids, as you said, are athletes, half of them are need-based, and we don't do it on that either. Half of those need-based kids also have jobs, and they're doing 1,000 hours of volunteer work too. Amazing stories.
Right. And we can all find that out through the website as well.
Correct.
Attend the event. But so tell us about how our viewers can get involved and what can we do to support Sequoia Awards.
So you could come to the event on March 10th.
Okay.
If you come, I guarantee you will be a supporter for life. You could donate and partially fund scholarships. You could come be involved with the board. And then other than that, I would say go volunteer. Encourage your kids to volunteer, encourage high school students to be applicants. We always accept applicants every year by October 31st.
Okay.
And if you're out in a company, what's your company doing for volunteerism?
Right.
You know, get your company involved in the community.
So tell us a little bit about the recipients this year, because you've already made the decisions.
We have.
For your students and for your business and for your individual.
So our top student is Sadie Wren, and she will be receiving $25,000 this year. She is a lifelong volunteer. She comes from a volunteer family, and she says when it comes to free time, she'd rather be helping someone else than doing something for
And
herself.
what high school is she currently at?
She is currently at Sequoia High School.
Okay.
So she is fabulous. Our business this year is DPR Construction. They're a staunch member of the community.
Right.
They have something called What's Your 20, which is what's everybody's 20 hours a year that they're going to volunteer. They've been doing it forever. They help out, whether it's Shelter Network or Rebuilding Together, etc. Very involved.
So they're saying to their employees, we want you on company time to get out there and give at least 20 hours in our community.
And most of them do more.
Oh, sure.
And while that's their nice little slogan this year, they've done it forever. So we appreciate what they do, and we acknowledge that. And then you might know our individual this year, and it's probably a special year for you and your family because we've selected Alan Beals, your husband, and for
the
all
viewers,
he has
is
done
my husband.
for everything in the community for years. So we appreciate him so much, and you too. And I know you've been on our board, and I think you've been a past winner too. So, like I said, it's nice to be on here talking to the community, really bragging about the community and our kids.
And I'd like to brag about Peninsula Television. Most of the work that happens here within Peninsula Television is based by volunteer support as well, and the community giving money. So it's kind of a great large circle.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about then what is the future for Sequoia Awards? 25 more years?
We hope so. We really hope so. But one of the things I sort of alluded to is our board currently has 2 alumni recipients on the board. So we hope to see complete turnover, and eventually that board, everybody on it would have been a past winner, is still continuing to give back, is coming back and working in the community, and, like you said, paying it forward and finding more.
Well, Tara, thank you so much for being here on this program. I really look forward to the event on March 10th. You know I will be there.
Yes.
And mostly because you have at least 20, 25 students that will be so inspirational to all of us to keep going and volunteering in our community. I want to give my thanks to your board of directors at the Sequoia Awards to continue doing what you're doing for our community and within our community.
Truly a pleasure, and thank you for having us.
You bet. We'll see all of you, hopefully, at the Sequoia Awards on March 10th. See you next time.